So I was talking to my friend, a freshman in high school, talking of all the boys that she knew at her last school that were simply dreaming. And she played for me on her iPod, pop song after pop song, said they were her favorites, but they made her excited to fall deeply in love. I heard Vanessa Carlton singing, "You know I'd walk 1,000 miles just to see you tonight." I heard, "I don't mind spending every day out on the corner in the pouring rain," courtesy of Maroon 5. And NSYNC so profoundly sang, "I've loved you forever and lifetimes before, and I promise you never will you hurt anymore." And yes, I promise you there were dozens upon dozens more. But after just a few songs, it all came to me. This is why my friend struggles with insanity. These pop songs deal with everything except the idea of reality. And my friend explained to me how she could not wait to go out on her very own date and have a boy say these same kind of things to her. So I took the liberty to try and explain to her. No one walks 1,000 miles in one night. You're talking San Francisco to Tustin, Arizona on foot. Why would you want someone to promise you that? And no one is standing outside every day on some corner in the pouring rain because one, we don't live in Seattle, it doesn't rain that much. And two, ammonia is real. Like real, and no joke. And three, if you don't let him inside your house after 10 minutes of him being outside in the rain, you obviously don't care about him anyway. No one can promise you won't hurt anymore because he can't control what other people do. And even if he could still find a way to somehow hurt you. But then she blared her favorite Mariah Carey song, closed her eyes and sang loudly along, "I can't live if living is without you." And she looked at me and asked me, "Haven't you ever felt the same?" And I looked at her and I admitted, yeah. Back in the day when I was deranged. You can still live, get it through your brain. And some may call me a cynic, but honestly, I'm a romantic. And nothing sweeps me off my feet more than someone who doesn't promise me more than he can afford. Take your sweet nothings, I want sweet somethings filled with something real. I believe in real love, starting real quickly but not ending real fast. And I believe in love that lasts. So take your lyrics and your empty prose. I've heard enough lies to last me a lifetime, but I'd like a lifetime without all of those. And I looked at her and I told her, these are the kind of words you look for. Look for honestly, I love you. But honestly, I may fail you. And I could probably live without you if I had to, but if I could choose to, I'd choose not to. Honestly, I won't be walking 1,000 miles to see you tonight because one, really that's impossible, and two, you have to meet me halfway at like 500 or something. But I will take some extra shifts to save up some cash to take a flight to you as soon as possible because that is possible and that's a promise I can keep. And honestly, if I could quote one song lyric, it'd be a Bob Marley song lyric, and I'd say, I know I'm not perfect, but I don't claim to be. So I hope that that phrase can be a new catchphrase. In fact, scratch that, any phrase containing honesty. Little boys not promising little girls a world they cannot give to them. And little girls not demanding a world thinking little boys could give it to them. Pop culture, you have ruined these children. Or perhaps, pop culture, maybe we have ruined you. It is us who made these empty promises, and our lives wrote these fantastic songs attributing them to you. So honestly, this poem will not be one of them. Honestly, this poet will not contribute to you.
Good.